Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Patch, and today I'm going to read A Little Spot of Honesty, a story about trust and integrity. Now, integrity is a really big word, and essentially what it means is doing the right thing even when nobody's watching. Doing the right thing, even if it means that you don't get a reward for it, that you do it just because it's the right thing to do. And this is written and illustrated by Diane Alber. Hi, I'm a little spot of honesty. Did you know being honest is more than just about telling the truth? It helps you show integrity and earn respect too. It also builds strong relationships and encourages people to be honest with you. That's why I'm here to show you some examples of how to be honest and true to yourself and others. So look, truth and lie. Lie is another word for being dishonest, right? Is all lying bad? What if the truth can hurt someone's feelings? That's a good question. I think it's very kind of you to not want to hurt others' feelings, but there are ways to do that without lying. It takes a little more effort, but all you need to do is find the positive in a situation. For example, you may not like someone's outfit or a drawing that they did, but you can always find something to say that's still true. I drew this for you. Oh, I love the green that you chose. How do I look? You look so happy. I love seeing you try on new outfits. So remember, any thoughts that you have are okay to have. You're allowed to think anything you want, but your thoughts have to go through a kindness filter before they come out of your mouth. Think about, is what I'm about to say going to make somebody feel good, feel okay, or make them feel bad, right? If you're looking at this outfit and your thought is, wow, that's really a crazy outfit, I would never wear that. It's okay to think that, but if you were to say that to her, how's that going to make her feel? So instead, you find something else to say. Wow, your outfit looks really crazy. You look like you're having a great day. You look so happy, right? So you can find something positive to say to somebody and have it still be true without having to tell a lie. A birthday party or holiday is a great time to think about how to be truthful without hurting someone's feelings. If you get a present and you already have it, instead of blurting out, I already have this, try, I really love to read. This book will come in handy when I come across tough words. So if somebody's given you something, instead of saying, I already have that, instead remember you say, thank you, and come up with a positive for why it might be a good gift. Think about how you're making the other person feel. What about when we play pretend? Like when I said my room got covered in glitter scribbles, but that really didn't happen. Is that okay? Absolutely. Using your imagination is so much fun as long as the other person knows you're pretending. Also, it's important to learn the difference between being real and playing make-believe. This helps you learn when you can exaggerate or when you should tell the truth. So like I might say, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in a million years. Well, that's not true. I ate this morning, but my tummy is so hungry that that's what it feels like. So I'm not really lying. I'm just exaggerating and being a little bit silly and letting you know how hungry I am. It's not okay to turn to me and say, Mrs. Patch, you're lying. You ate breakfast this morning. I'm just being silly and exaggerating. And when we have an imagination, it's okay to come up with fun stories to tell, as long as we make sure the other person knows we're just playing make-believe. How about when you're joking? You might say things that aren't true. It's fun to laugh and be silly, but when you joke, remember to let people know that you're kidding. Look, I'm an apple statue. I'm just kidding. Now, the other thing that happens sometimes with joking is this. If you say something to somebody and it hurts their feelings and your response is, I was just joking, I was just kidding, and the other person's not laughing, then it's not a joke. Just because you say, I was just joking, I was just kidding, doesn't mean that it was okay for you to say it. So make sure when you're sharing a joke or you're doing something that's kidding, that you're doing it in a kind way and you're being silly and making sure not to hurt anybody else's feelings. All right? A joke is when both of you end up laughing, not when just one of you are. But what if telling the truth gets me in trouble? There are times when telling the truth will be hard, but it's the right thing to do. In these situations, it's especially important to tell the truth because it builds trust, right? So look, knocking over the plant because he was playing soccer in the house. Might be easy to say, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. Because nobody likes to get in trouble, right? Nobody likes to have consequences maybe for something that they did. But remember, we all make mistakes. The important part is owning up to that mistake, saying I did it, and then working to fix it, right? I'll clean up that water and let me fix the vase. I'll do that, and I'm going to promise, I'm going to try really hard to not do that again. Oh, I ate a cookie. I wasn't supposed to eat a cookie. It wasn't something, I wasn't told I could do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to work hard to not do it again. And that goes back to that integrity word at the beginning that we talked about on the cover. Integrity is when you take responsibility for the things that you do. If you make a mistake, own up to it. I did it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm really sorry. How can I make it right? But when you say, I didn't do it, it wasn't me, right? That's not telling the truth. And it also makes it really hard for somebody to trust you when they know that probably you did do it, and you're not being honest about it. That causes issues with trust. Trust is very important when building relationships with friends and family because it lets them know that they can depend on you. You can also build trust by doing what you say you're going to do. If you agree to clean the table, make sure you do it without being asked or reminded. Another example is when you're told to brush your teeth. You can do it without being asked. Again, this shows people that you are responsible too. So doing what you know you're supposed to do without being reminded or asked, that builds trust and shows that you're responsible. There are many times when you don't feel like doing something, like your homework. It's very important that you always do your own work. If someone does your homework for you or copies somebody else's work, that's being dishonest and is called cheating. When you cheat, you don't give yourself a chance to improve or grow. When you're honest and do your own work, you're showing integrity. So if you have somebody else do your schoolwork and then you don't admit that that happened, first of all, you're not growing your brain. You're not going to learn how to solve those problems, and you're not being honest. Right? And there are plenty of things that we don't like to do, especially at school. And I have to remember that school isn't always about what you want to do. Often school is about what you have to do, right? So getting through those have-tos so you can get to the fun stuff and the things that you want to do, right? That's integrity. That's integrity. Doing all those expectations that we know. I mean, it's almost March. We know what we're supposed to do in the classroom by now, right? Oh, look, I found $1. Finding something valuable can be very exciting, but imagine if you were the one who lost that item. It would make you feel sad. If you ever find something that doesn't belong to you, try to find the owner. You can be honest even if no one else knows. All right, so just because you see something on the ground doesn't mean it gets to be yours. You want to make sure you try to find the owner of that and give it back to them and think about how amazing that's going to make them feel when you return what you found. right? So keeping something that doesn't belong to you is not being honest or trustworthy. You can practice being honest every day with your words. You can do this by learning the difference between talk and gossip. Talk. Talking is great for sharing ideas, honest thoughts, and real experiences with people around you. Gossip. That's how rumors are started. Gossiping is telling or repeating stories that may or may not be true. These stories could hurt or embarrass somebody. So if somebody tells you something about somebody else, it's not okay then for you to go share it with other people, especially if it's not true, right? Just talking's okay, but we want to make sure that when we're sharing information, it's true and honest information. And again, making sure it's not something that's going to hurt somebody else's feelings. Our thoughts have to go through a kindness filter before they come out of our mouths. Rumors can be really hurtful because they evolve quickly and spread fast. Look at this. So somebody tells a lie, something that's not honest, to this person. This person shares it with that person, which makes it a rumor. Then that person shares it with that person. That person shares it with that person. All of a sudden, this dishonest thing is being shared with all of these people. Ugh. I just had to go to the dentist. Why were kids saying that I went to the principal's office and got in trouble? Even if it was true and he really was in trouble, it wouldn't have been right to share something that could embarrass someone else, right? So look, all he did was go to the dentist and somebody started an untrue story, and look how upset he is about it. Did you know you can squash rumors? The best way to stop a rumor is not to repeat it. Before you repeat anything, ask yourself, would you want somebody else saying this about you? Is it ever okay to talk about another person or tell something that you heard? That's a great question. If you talk highly about someone, that's okay. Sharing how someone helped you or is a great friend is a kind thing to say. Here are some other scenarios of when to tell or when not to tell. Truth, when should you tell? Versus truth, when you should not tell. Tell an adult immediately if you hear someone will hurt themselves or others. Safety always comes first. Don't tell secrets that might embarrass others or reveal something that is meant to be private. So if somebody shares a secret with you and it makes you worried, have a worried feeling in your tummy, you can share that with an adult who you trust. Just talk to them about it and they'll help you problem solve it. But if somebody shared a secret with you that doesn't make you feel worried or scared or think that someone's going to get hurt, then that's a secret that you keep. But remember, if you think you might be a person who struggles a little bit with keeping secrets, then before someone shares it, say, I'm not a good person with keeping secrets. Don't tell me because I might get so excited and share with somebody else, right? So if I whisper over to my friend and I say, my favorite color is purple, well, that's probably not going to make my friend feel all worried and nervous inside. So that's a secret that she can share. It's not okay for her then to go around and tell everybody else she knows, hey, guess what? Mrs. Patch's favorite color is purple. That's not okay. But if I share something with somebody that makes them feel worried or scared, maybe I share that somebody's hurting me, then that's okay to go to an adult who you trust and talk to them about it. The last thing I want to talk about is being true to yourself. Not everyone will think that you're the best artist or have the best style, and that's okay because we need diversity. Remember, diversity is about being different. And the world needs you just the way you are. So make sure you're true to yourself. Just because somebody else might think your outfit is silly doesn't mean you don't wear it. Wear it and celebrate it. Be excited about it. And if you maybe draw something and you wonder if somebody else is going to like it, but you think it's pretty cool, be excited about that. It's okay if other people don't like it. I want you to like it. We need diverse ideas, diverse talents, and diverse perspectives. Be honest with yourself, and you will find your spot in this world. So remember, going forward, make sure you're being honest. And part of that is being kind, responsible, and respectful. All right, everybody, thanks for listening to the story, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.